Are you finding yourself dealing with uncomfortable bloating, gas, or maybe that stubborn constipation that just won't let up? These digestive troubles can really put a damper on your day, making simple things feel difficult. It's easy to feel frustrated or like it's just part of getting older. But what if some of these issues aren't inevitable? What if they're actually being made worse by some common habits or oversights that are surprisingly easy to fix once you know about them? Today, we're going to gently uncover 6 common digestive mistakes that often cause discomfort for folks over 60. And more importantly, we'll talk about simple, practical ways you can steer clear of them and get back to feeling more comfortable, regular, and vibrant every single day. Let's start with a couple of habits that many of us might not even think of as mistakes, but they can really slow things down. The first one, and perhaps the most fundamental, is simply ignoring nature's call. You know that feeling, that urge to go to the bathroom? Sometimes we put it off. Maybe we're not at home, or we're busy, or perhaps it just feels like a hassle at that moment. We think, oh, I'll just wait until later. But for our digestive system, especially as we get older, delaying that natural signal can be a significant issue. When you get the urge to have a bowel movement, it means waste material has traveled through your digestive tract and reached the very end, signaling that it's ready to be eliminated. This material, which was once food, has had most of the water and nutrients absorbed from it along its journey. What's left is primarily fiber, waste products, and bacteria. If you hold on to this material instead of letting it out, it sits in the rectum and colon. The colon's job is to continue absorbing water. The longer the waste sits there, the more water is absorbed, making the stool harder, drier, and more difficult to pass later on. This is a direct path to constipation. Think of it like ignoring the empty me light on your car. Eventually, things get clogged up. For seniors, there might be even more reasons to delay. Maybe there's a fear of not making it to the bathroom in time, especially if mobility is a concern. Or perhaps you're visiting someone's home and feel embarrassed. Sometimes it's just a lifelong habit of holding it. But this habit works against your body's natural rhythm. Your body sends that signal for a reason. By ignoring it, you're essentially telling your bowel to wait, and over time, the bowel can become less responsive to these signals. It's like dimming the volume on your body's natural cues. To counteract this, one incredibly simple yet effective tip is to try and create a routine. Our bodies thrive on routine. Just like we might feel sleepy around the same time each night or hungry around meal times, you can train your bowel to be more predictable. A common and often successful time to try and have a bowel movement is about 15-45 minutes after a meal, particularly breakfast. Why after breakfast? Because eating stimulates something called the gastrocolic reflex. This is a natural reflex that tells the colon to start moving things along to make room for the new food coming in. By consistently sitting on the toilet for 10-15 minutes after breakfast, even if you don't feel the urge initially, you can help encourage this natural reflex and train your bowel to become more regular. This isn't about straining or forcing anything. It's just about giving your body the opportunity and creating the right environment. Having a footstool to elevate your knees slightly while sitting on the toilet can also make this process easier by changing the angle of your pelvis, which can help relax the muscles involved. It's a small adjustment that can make a big difference for some people. Consistency is key here. Even on days you don't feel you need to go, sitting there calmly and giving yourself that time can help establish a regular pattern. This simple act of listening to your body and creating a routine can significantly reduce discomfort and prevent stool from becoming hard and difficult to pass. It respects your body's natural processes and works with them, not against them. It might feel awkward at first or like it's not working, but stick with it for a week or two and see if you notice a difference. Remember, this is about being kind to your body and helping it do its job efficiently. Closely related to ignoring the call is the second common mistake: not drinking enough water. Think of your digestive system as a complex machine. For any machine to run smoothly, it needs lubrication. In our bodies, water is that crucial lubricant, especially for the digestive process. As waste moves through your large intestine, water is absorbed back into your body. This is a normal process that helps prevent dehydration. However, if you don't have enough water going into your body in the first place, there's less water available to keep the stool soft and easy to pass. The colon will absorb even more water from the waste, making it dense, hard, and challenging to move along. This is a primary driver of constipation. Many older adults find themselves not drinking enough water for several reasons. Sometimes, the sensation of thirst diminishes with age, so you simply don't feel as thirsty as you used to. Other times, people consciously limit fluid intake, particularly in the evenings, to avoid having to get up during the night to use the bathroom. While understandable, this reduction in overall daily hydration can significantly impact bowel function. Imagine trying to push a dry, heavy sponge through a pipe compared to pushing a wet, slippery one. That's essentially the difference water makes in your intestines. Staying well hydrated keeps the stool softer and bulkier, making it easier for the muscles in your intestinal walls to push it along. So, how much water is enough? While the old 8 glasses a day is a general guideline, individual needs vary based on activity level, climate, and overall health. A good target for most healthy seniors is around 1.5 to 2 liters of fluids per day. This doesn't have to be just plain water, although water is best. It can include herbal teas, diluted juices, be mindful of sugar content, and even the water content found in foods like fruits and vegetables. The key is consistency throughout the day. Instead of trying to gulp down a large amount at once, which can make you feel uncomfortably full and lead to more bathroom trips, try sipping water or other fluids regularly throughout the day. Keep a water bottle or a glass nearby as a visual reminder. Set small goals, like finishing a glass of water every couple of hours. If getting up at night is a concern, try to front-load your fluid intake, drinking more in the morning and afternoon, and tapering off in the couple of hours before bedtime. However, don't restrict fluids to the point where you become dehydrated during the day. Signs of dehydration aren't always obvious thirst. They can include feeling tired, dizzy, having a dry mouth, or even feeling a bit confused. Dark yellow urine is another sign that you're probably not drinking enough. Making a conscious effort to prioritize hydration is one of the simplest and most effective steps you can take to support healthy digestion and avoid that hard, difficult-to-pass stool that causes so much discomfort. It fuels the machine, keeps things moving, and helps your body function the way it's supposed to. It's about being proactive and giving your body the basic resources it needs to perform one of its most essential functions. Now, let's talk about something often missing from our plates: fiber. If water is the lubricant for your digestive machine, then fiber is like the broom that sweeps everything along. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate found in plant foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. Unlike most other carbohydrates, our bodies can't fully digest fiber. This might sound counterintuitive, but it's precisely why fiber is so good for us, especially for digestion. As fiber travels through your digestive system, it adds bulk to the stool. Soluble fiber, found in things like oats, beans, and apples, dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance. This gel helps soften the stool and can help regulate bowel movements, sometimes helping with both constipation and diarrhea. Insoluble fiber, found in whole grains, vegetables, and nuts, doesn't dissolve in water. It acts more like that broom, adding bulk and stimulating the walls of the intestines to contract and push waste through. Both types are essential for a healthy digestive system. Many older adults don't get enough fiber in their diet. There could be several reasons for this. Chewing difficulties might make crunchy fruits and raw vegetables less appealing. Digestive sensitivities might lead some people to avoid high-fiber foods that can initially cause gas or bloating if introduced too quickly. Or simply, dietary habits over the years may have shifted away from fiber-rich whole foods. Eating enough fiber is one of the most powerful things you can do to prevent constipation and promote regular bowel movements. It helps form a soft, bulky stool that is easy to pass. It also acts as a prebiotic, feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut microbiome, which plays a huge role in overall health, including digestion. The recommended daily intake for fiber is around 25 grams for women and 30–38 grams for men, but many people, particularly seniors, fall far short of this. How can you easily boost your fiber intake? Focus on incorporating fiber-rich foods into your daily meals in ways that are easy to eat and enjoyable. Soft fruits like bananas, ripe pears, papayas, and avocados are excellent sources of fiber and are generally easy to chew and digest. Cooked vegetables rather than raw ones are often softer and more palatable. Think steamed broccoli, boiled carrots, or mashed sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, in particular, are a fantastic source of fiber and other nutrients. Incorporate whole grains where you can. Instead of white bread or white rice, opt for whole wheat bread, brown rice, or quinoa. Oatmeal is a breakfast superhero when it comes to fiber. A warm bowl in the morning can do wonders for your digestive system throughout the day. Legumes like lentils, beans, and chickpeas are fiber powerhouses and can be added to soups, stews, or mashed into dips. Let's get specific with some easy-to-incorporate examples mentioned in the research. Prunes, or dried plums, have long been known as a natural remedy for constipation. They are high in fiber and also contain sorbitol, a natural laxative. Eating just a few prunes a day or drinking prune juice, start with a small amount, can be very effective. Some people find soaking prunes in water overnight makes them even softer and easier to eat. Chia seeds are another small but mighty source of fiber. When mixed with liquid, they form a gel similar to soluble fiber, which helps soften stool. You can easily add a tablespoon or two of chia seeds to your morning yogurt, oatmeal, or blend them into a smoothie. Start with a small amount, like a teaspoon, and increase gradually to avoid gas. Remember to drink plenty of water when increasing fiber intake. Fiber needs water to work its magic. Otherwise, it can sometimes make constipation worse. Kefir is a fermented milk drink that is rich in probiotics, the beneficial bacteria we talked about. While not a source of fiber itself, a healthy balance of gut bacteria is crucial for efficient digestion and can help prevent or alleviate constipation. Incorporating probiotic-rich foods like kefir or yogurt into your diet supports a healthy gut environment where fiber can work most effectively. The key takeaway here is that boosting fiber doesn't have to be complicated or involve drastic dietary changes. Small, consistent additions of fiber-rich foods that are easy to eat and kind to your system can significantly improve your digestive health and regularity. It's about making simple swaps and additions that add up over time, helping that cleanup crew keep your system running smoothly. Moving on, another common factor that can contribute to a sluggish digestive system, often overlooked, is lack of physical activity. Many of us, as we age, tend to become less active. Maybe joint pain makes movement difficult, or energy levels aren't what they used to be, or perhaps daily routines simply don't involve as much physical effort. we might spend more time sitting or resting. While rest is important, a sedentary lifestyle can actually make your gut lazy. How does this work? Your intestines have muscles in their walls that contract and relax in a wave-like motion to push food and waste along. This process is called peristalsis, or often referred to as gut motility. Think of it as your body's internal conveyor belt moving things from start to finish. Physical activity helps stimulate these muscles. When you move your body, whether it's walking, stretching, or doing light exercises, you're also helping to stimulate the muscles in your digestive tract. This increased movement and blood flow help to keep that internal conveyor belt running at a healthy pace. Conversely, when you're inactive, these muscles can become sluggish, slowing down the transit time of waste through your colon. This gives the colon more time to absorb water, leading to harder, drier stool and constipation. You don't need to train for a marathon to get the digestive benefits of exercise. Even moderate, regular physical activity can make a significant difference. Aiming for about 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week, as recommended for overall health, is a great goal. But even just 15 to 30 minutes of walking each day can be incredibly helpful. A brisk walk around the block, walking in place while watching TV, or even gentle chair exercises can help wake up your digestive system. If mobility is limited, exercises that involve gentle twisting or movement of the torso can also help stimulate the abdominal area and encourage gut motility. The key is consistency. Instead of trying to do one long, strenuous workout, try to incorporate short bursts of activity throughout the day. A 10-minute walk after breakfast, another after lunch, and maybe some stretching in the evening can be more effective than a single longer session. Make it enjoyable. Walk with a friend, listen to music or a podcast, or walk in a park or a pleasant neighborhood. Turning physical activity into a social or enjoyable part of your routine makes it much easier to stick with. Remember, this movement isn't just good for your heart, lungs, and muscles. It's also giving your gut a gentle massage and helping it do its job more effectively. It's about keeping your entire body, including your digestive system, active and engaged. Finding activities you enjoy and can manage consistently is the most important step. It could be gardening, dancing to your favorite music, or even just marching in place during commercial breaks. Any movement is better than no movement when it comes to keeping that gut conveyor belt running smoothly. Another often overlooked cause of digestive issues, particularly constipation, for many seniors, is the side effects of medications. As we get older, it's common to be taking multiple medications to manage various health conditions like high blood pressure, heart conditions, diabetes, pain, or even depression and anxiety. While these medications are essential for managing those conditions, many of them can have unintended side effects on the digestive system, with constipation being a very common one. This isn't a mistake you're making in terms of habits, but rather a mistake of omission, failing to consider that your medications might be the root cause of your digestive discomfort, or failing to discuss this possibility with your doctor. Certain types of medications are more likely to cause constipation than others. These include some pain medications, particularly opioids, certain medications for high blood pressure, some antidepressants, iron supplements, calcium channel blockers, and even some over-the-counter medications like certain antihistamines or antacids containing aluminum or calcium. The way they cause constipation varies. Some slow down the movement of muscles in the gut, others increase water absorption, and some can affect the nerves controlling bowel function. If you've recently started a new medication or had a dosage change and suddenly noticed digestive issues like constipation, it's highly likely the medication is playing a role. The mistake here isn't taking the medication you need, but not addressing the side effect with your healthcare provider. It's easy to just accept constipation as a new normal, or try to self-treat with laxatives without getting to the bottom of the cause. This can prevent you from finding the most effective and safest solution. It's crucial to have an open conversation with your doctor or pharmacist about all the medications and supplements you are taking, and any digestive problems you are experiencing. Don't feel like you're bothering them. They need this information to help you. You can say something like, "I've been having trouble with constipation lately, and I'm wondering if any of my medications could be contributing to this." Your doctor might be able to adjust the dosage, switch you to a different medication that is less likely to cause constipation, or recommend specific strategies to manage the side effect alongside your medication regimen. They might suggest specific dietary changes, recommend a particular type of fiber supplement, or suggest a gentle, non-habit-forming laxative that is safe to use with your current medications. Never stop taking a prescribed medication or change the dosage without consulting your doctor first. But definitely have the conversation. Being informed about potential side effects and proactively discussing them with your healthcare team is a critical step in managing your overall health, including your digestive comfort. It empowers you to work together to find solutions that address all aspects of your health, rather than suffering in silence or trying quick fixes that don't address the underlying issue. Finally, let's talk about a mistake born out of seeking quick relief. Over-reliance on quick fixes like laxatives. When constipation hits, it's uncomfortable, sometimes even painful, and you just want relief fast. Over-the-counter laxatives are readily available and seem like an easy solution. However, relying on stimulant laxatives, which work by forcing the bowel muscles to contract, for long periods or too frequently, can create a dependency. Your bowel can actually become lazy or less responsive to its own natural signals and contractions, meaning it needs the chemical stimulation from the laxative to function. This can lead to a cycle where you need increasingly higher doses or stronger types of laxatives to have a bowel movement, making the underlying constipation problem even worse over time. Furthermore, chronic use of some laxatives can lead to imbalances in electrolytes, like potassium and sodium, in your body, which can be dangerous, especially for seniors, and can affect heart function, muscle function, and overall hydration. Laxatives do have a place in managing constipation, but they are often intended for short-term use to relieve acute episodes, or certain types might be recommended by a doctor for specific conditions or alongside medications that cause constipation. The mistake is turning them into your primary, long-term solution without addressing the root causes we've discussed. Not enough water, not enough fiber, lack of movement, ignoring natural signals or medication side effects. Prioritizing the natural strategies, drinking enough water, eating plenty of fiber-rich foods, staying active, and listening to your body should be your first line of defense. These are the foundations of healthy bowel function. If you are experiencing persistent constipation, instead of just grabbing a laxative off the shelf, pause and consider the mistakes we've talked about. Are you drinking enough water? Eating enough fiber? Moving your body? Have you talked to your doctor about your medications? If you do need help from a laxative, reach out to your doctor or a pharmacist first. They can recommend the safest type for you, explain how to use it properly, and help you transition towards more natural solutions. There are different types of laxatives. For example, bulk-forming laxatives, like those containing psyllium, work more like fiber, adding bulk and water to the stool, and are generally safer for longer-term use if you're also drinking plenty of water. But even these are best used under guidance. Osmotic laxatives, like milk of magnesia or Miralax, draw water into the colon to soften stool. Stimulant laxatives should generally be used sparingly. The point is, self-diagnosing and relying solely on a pill or liquid for chronic constipation often masks the real problem and can lead to further issues down the road. Empower yourself by understanding the fundamental role of diet, hydration, and movement, and use medical interventions like laxatives as directed by a professional rather than as a default go-to. Breaking the cycle of laxative dependency and focusing on building healthy habits is key to long-term digestive comfort and independence. It's about taking control of your gut health naturally whenever possible. We truly hope this conversation has shed some light on some of these common, often unintentional mistakes that can cause digestive discomfort as we get older. Remember, these issues are often not just something you have to live with. By understanding the role of simple things like listening to your body, staying hydrated, eating fiber, moving more, being aware of medication side effects, and using quick fixes wisely, you have the power to make a real difference in how you feel every day. Start small. Maybe pick 1 or 2 areas to focus on this week. Drink an extra glass of water, add a few prunes to your breakfast, or take a short walk around the house. Small changes really do add up to big improvements in your gut health and overall comfort. Do you have any questions about what we discussed, or perhaps a tip that has worked wonders for you? Please share it in the comments section below. We learn so much from each other's experiences in this community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That tells us we're providing valuable information. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss out on future videos dedicated to helping you live a healthy, vibrant, and fulfilling life over 60. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you again soon.